All right, let's talk about sustainability goals. We all have them, right? But the big question is, how do you actually make them happen? You know, in the real world, day in, day out. In this quick explainer, we're going to break down how you can flip the script and turn sustainability from just another cost into a real engine for making your operations better.
Okay, first things first, let's just get a sense of the scale of the problem we're up against. Get this, 3.2 billion pounds. That's how much food waste costs the UK's hospitality and food service sector every single year. I mean, that's just a mind-boggling number, and it's a massive, hidden leak draining profits right out of the business.
And you know, it's not just about the food. On top of all that, you can add another 880 million pounds. That's what's lost to avoidable energy waste. We're talking about things like fridges running way too cold or equipment just left humming away all night. When you put them together, well, they're basically silent profit killers.
So that leads to the really important question, doesn't it? Where is all this waste hiding in your operations? Because a lot of the time it's buried. It's hidden away in complicated manual processes where you just don't have that real-time visibility. And as they say, you can't manage what you can't see.
And this is where everything starts to change. It's about a fundamental shift in mindset. You stop being a firefighter, constantly reacting to problems after they've already cost you money. Instead, you get proactive. You put a system in place that stops those problems from ever happening. It's literally about going from chaos to control.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you've got the old way. We all know it, right? Piles of paper checklists, data stuck in different places, a lot of guesswork, and just slow responses. But then you've got the safely way. This is where everything gets digitized. Suddenly you have one integrated view, you got hard evidence for everything, and you can take action instantly. It's a total game changer for how you operate.
And the whole thing is built on this really simple but super powerful three-step idea. First, capture. Get everything that happens on the ground recorded digitally, so goodbye paper. Second, track. You see everything in one place, as it happens in real time. And third, improve. You use the actual insights from that data to drive real savings and, crucially, prove your impact.
So don't think of this as just another app you have to log into. Think of it more like the central nervous system for your operation. It's what connects your people, your equipment, and all your daily processes into one single coherent system. So what does that actually look like day to day?
Okay, so every day starts right here on the home dashboard. This is basically your mission control. In a single glance, your team sees exactly what they need to focus on, what tasks are due, what forms need filling out, any urgent alerts, the whole lot. It takes what could be a messy to-do list and turns it into a super clear, actionable plan for the day.
All right, theory is great, but how does this actually save you money? Let's walk through a real-world example, a proper waste-saving workflow. We're going to follow one of those common, sneaky problems from the moment it's detected all the way through to resolution.
The problem we're going to tackle is overcooling. Sounds simple, right? It's just when a fridge or a freezer is running colder than it should, but it's a real double whammy. First, it's just burning through energy for no reason. And second, believe it or not, it can actually damage your stock, which means, you guessed it, more food waste.
And here's the sneaky part. It almost never starts with a bang. It begins as this silent, slow drift. The temperature just creeps down a degree, maybe two. It's the kind of thing your staff would never, ever notice on a manual check. But it's happening, quietly, 24/7.
But it doesn't go unnoticed by a smart system. See, you've got these little IoT sensors, that's Internet of Things, and they are watching your equipment around the clock. The very second the temperature drifts outside the safe zone you've set, bam, the platform knows about it, instantly. And this, right here, is where the real magic happens. That alert doesn't just get buried in an email or some report. Nope, it automatically triggers a corrective action. A task is instantly created in the system, it's assigned to the right person, and a complete, uneditable audit trail starts right then and there. The issue is caught before it can cause any real harm.
So what does the staff member see? Well, for them, this task just seamlessly appears in their digital calendar. It's not some extra annoying job they have to remember, it's just part of their normal workflow. And it's linked to the exact fridge and tells them precisely what checklist they need to follow.
And this is so powerful. What it does is it shrinks that unknown exposure window. You know what I mean? That gray area where, because you don't have hard data, the team just has to play it safe and throw stock out just in case. With a system like this, that kind of just-in-case waste, it's gone.
And then, to close the loop, the job's done by filling out a quick digital form. right there on a tablet or a phone. And just like that, you have bulletproof, time-stamped evidence that the problem was spotted, it was dealt with, and it was resolved. That unbreakable audit trail is now complete.
Okay, so fixing one little issue is great, but the real power comes when you zoom out and see the bigger picture. It's all about connecting those individual actions to actual auditable results. Proving the impact and showing a clear return on your investment.
The data you're capturing gives you these incredible insights. For the first time, you can see exactly where your food waste is coming from. Is it happening during prep? Is it food being left on the plate? Or is it from spoilage? Once you know that, you can target your biggest problem areas with, surgical precision.
And what about the energy side of things? Well, just by automating and enforcing those simple, low-cost actions, like fixing the fridge temperatures we just talked about, businesses are typically seeing around 10% in energy savings. The key is that a smart system makes sure it actually happens, consistently everywhere.
And this is the payoff, right here. All of that data from your daily operations rolls up into these beautifully simple, powerful reports. You can see, site by site, exactly what the impact is, how many kilos of waste you've cut, how many kilowatt hours of energy you've saved, and, the big one, the actual pounds and pence in cost savings. This is the hard evidence you need for your ESG reports and for proving to anyone that this is working.
So, let's just pull it all together. What you've got here are 4 key levers you can pull to drive your sustainability strategy. You reduce energy waste with automation, you cut food waste with a stable cold chain, you get rid of paper with digital workflows, and you tighten up your governance with those airtight audit trails. And the best part is, every single one of these doesn't just help you hit your green targets, it makes your whole operation more efficient and more profitable.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Having sustainability goals is great, it's important, but they don't mean a thing until they're actually woven into the fabric of your daily operations. So the real question is, are you ready to stop talking about sustainability and start doing it, to make it your operational reality?